Hey there, sexy souls. I had started to pull cards and ended up having a little bit of an issue. Um, and I had to stop, or I meant to pause the recording and I stopped it. So here we are. Instead of stitching, I'm just going to kind of go back into this. Just as a reminder, I read energies. And so you're going to have to determine if this is you, them, or how this fits for you. I will read it as if it is you that this information is for, generally just to help guide the reading. Uh, um, and also, I mean, if it resonates, it's great. I do caution, don't try to stretch things to make it fit. This isn't, don't Cinderella this shit, basically, is what I'm trying to tell you. Okay. So this reading is going to be from the shadow aspect and what your shadow aspect is trying to tell you. Alrighty. So I actually pulled from Madame Endora's fortune telling cards. First, just to get the feel for what's happening, the initial message, and what came out is the Sphinx. Choose your words carefully. The next was the hourglass. Time is of the essence. Okay. And in the back, black cat. Your luck will soon change. I'm kind of getting an energy here of like you're biding your time, and there might be some energies around you that are nitpicking, aggravating, or an energy that you're existing within. It kind of feels like there's this, like there's the individual, and then there's all this energy that's permeating around you where you are actioning something in hiding, like secret, like out of view, so to speak. And until things kind of come to a material manifestation within your environment, or within your life, you're kind of in like a holding space. I want to call it like a holding space, like before you start moving forward. And so you're still, it's like your energy is one thing, and then there's all these other energies around you that are not necessarily for your greatest good, and you're kind of waiting to action them. So it's almost like there's this need to balance yourself. There's this need to be mindful of how what is the word? What is the word? Oh, shoot. Like it's something instead of reacting. It's like, don't react. I can't think. I think it's right there at the tip of my tongue, and I can't get it out. Okay, so basically, it's like there's it feels like spirit's like, just hold on just a little bit longer. Like it's literally about to change, and it kind of feels like I don't want to say that that you feeling like you're going to combust, but the it's increasingly difficult for whoever this is to maintain their energy and vibration within the circumstance or scenario that they're in, because everything around them is, and so it feels like it may be easy to trigger. I feel nosiness. Like, does that make sense? Like people kind of, it's like a poke, but it's like trying to get information. It feels like it's like almost like, like when someone's passive aggressively doing something where, they might say things to kind of elicit response from you so they can garner information from you. It's kind of the way that the scenario is playing out in my head. And also it's almost like the energy that's around you can sense something's about to change, and with you, and they're uneasy about it as well because they're in the dark. You're not sharing information, and they don't really know how this is going to evolve, which just gives them a level of discomfort. They also don't like the raise in your vibration, and so it's almost like it continues to permeate. It feels like it's I talked about this with one of my soul sisters just the other day about the amount of energy that it takes to feel like you just exist, like not even actually moving forward or doing anything. That when you're in that kind of a scenario, when you're in that type of an environment, and you've found yourself surrounded, whether it's a work environment, home environment, a scenario of, this could be like a custody thing going on, and you're really trying to, keep yourself at a certain vibration, but it's almost like, because of the immensity of those that want to kind of project their shit onto you, and are sending negativity your way, or just permeating negativity, and it's within your vicinity, and you're having to interact. Like, it's almost like there's not a way to move out of this environment at this moment. Like, this is something that has to exist, and so you are all the more having to really be on top of what your frequency is, and ownership of how you are vibing. But sometimes you can be in a circumstance and situation where it literally takes everything you've got to just exist. So, like, forget trying to, like, making progress on X, Y, and Z while being in the midst of something like this. You almost feel like you're just kind of waiting. That's why there's this waiting space, that it feels like. And it kind of feels like it's so close. That's why they're saying time is of the essence. It's almost like, let's not dredge up anything or really set anything off, or bring in any more complications, obstacles, or anything else like that at this point in time, because you're so freaking close. Try to bide your time, and you're going to be able to have that smooth transition that you're wanting. All right. Okay. Your luck will soon change. Everything's going to change around. So let's get a little bit of information about what exactly is going on. Okay. Hope everyone is doing well. I kind of jumped right into this and just started going. Sorry, this table, this desk makes it so loud. I love this desk, but it makes it so loud. When I shuffle the cards, it's like, so, and I thought my blue table that I was using was loud. This is like, well, and of course I'm in a room that has like acoustics, and I'm in the corner of the room because this is where everything fits perfectly. I have all the I can set up all the equipment and everything. So it doesn't help that the acoustics are just like, but anyways, all right, let's get started on this. Let's see what's going on. On there. I'm not going for that. That didn't really. I don't take. I get a hit as to whether I'm supposed to take something or not. So I don't want you all to feel like I should take. Like, why didn't you take something? Because if it doesn't feel right, I don't go for it. All right, they want that there. And I don't do reversal. So if anything came out in reverse. Oh, what? Oh, yes. Okay. I see. All right, so the first one we have is Bravery. This is the New Age Tarot deck. They have different names and definitely more modern imagery to elicit emotions to help us understand the frequency and emotion that aligns with these particular cards. Bravery is that of like strength, you know. And it takes a lot of strength to to keep the faith, for one, when you're having to exist in this kind of external energy that seems to be permeating and being launched at you. It's almost feeling very like being psychically attacked, but it's legit in your material world. It's within your this existence, and you're coming in contact with it and having to deal with it. But you also feel it very, very energetically. And some days it feels as if you are experiencing lethargy, and just like the headache. I'm getting headaches. I'm getting sometimes stomach aches, like your solar plexus is really having a go at it, and your crown chakra, and your third eye. So these are like really, are having at it, and almost as if like the one that's overactive is probably, or wants to be overactive, is the throat chakra. Okay, so you're in this space of really having to exist within all of this energy, yet maintain yours so that you can stay in alignment, and be able to action when things do change. You know what I'm saying? And so it takes so much within you to be able to do this, and to maintain that faith. It's one of those things where even spirit understands you can only fight the constant fight for so long. And this kind of feels like what it is. Like there's not even a moment of rest with this type of energy right now. And so they're really saying that you're really putting forth a lot of the effort. You're trying to maintain that faith. To do so, you really tapped into, and they're wanting me to read this together, which is two major arcana cards. This is the Hermit and the Hierophant. And so it's like you're really pulling in, going in isolation, going within, trying to detach from those individuals and the scenario, not engage nearly as much, and kind of remove yourself from, out of the line of fire, is what they said. So it's really like trying very hard. Like if this is a custody situation, it's like, kind of like when you meet the other parent and just saying things in a way that appeases them so that they don't have any reason to hot at you. You know what I'm saying? And it's not about handing your power over. It's not about codependency, and this isn't something where you are not submissive. It really goes back to handing your power over. It's you're not doing that. This is a bit of a strategic one, the Hierophant. You know exactly what needs to. This is like the structure, how you're setting things up. You know exactly. This is like tradition. With tradition, there is. It's like. So like they're showing me. When you go to write. I'm sorry, the energy's really fast. Okay. When you go to write an essay and you used to do the outline, right? And so you knew the structure, the what you needed to do to get X, Y, and Z results, and you're kind of sticking to the plan. Sticking to the plan. It's almost as if you holding strong into your beliefs, but also knowing exactly what you need to do to execute that, how best to serve yourself in this particular situation so that you can maintain within you what you know is true for you, your alignment. Okay. And so a lot of that is having to do, it's almost like connecting with source a lot. I feel like there's a lot of spiritual practices that are going on. They're also saying you're getting tired like so tired and exhausted that you can't engage in those a lot of times. So there's like a lack of motivation that's also happening. That's the reason why it's like you're either doing one or the other. It's like, I can't do it. You can feel yourself being really impacted, your frequency, your vibration being impacted, but you're not really able to do what you need to do to get yourself into a good space, where you're like impenetrable by these energies at this point. And so when you get into that kind of a space, you pull into the hermit mode. You isolate so that you can maintain within your sanity, is what it literally feels like. The two things that you're employing at this point in time, these are the internal, what strengths you're using internally in order to be able to manage this particular circumstance, is the Mother of Water, which would be the Queen of Cups, and the Mother of Air. And it's almost as if allowing yourself to feel the emotions, being very discerning about what you act upon and what you don't. So it's not that you're ignoring triggers as they happen. It's not that you're ignoring the emotions that it brings up. You're not even, you're well aware of how this is impacting yourself. You're nurturing yourself as best you possibly can. And literally, and trying to go with the flow is what they said. You're really trying to go with the flow. I apologize. Trying to go with the flow. And you're using, like, the Queen of Swords knows exactly when, you know what your truth is, but also you know when to cut through the bullshit and when to let things slide. It's almost like your sword of truth is you know when to wield it, is what they're saying. You know when to wield that. So these are the energies that you're encompassing in order to be able to maintain. And again, and I think that it's helpful and beneficial, and that's what they want you to do. And when it gets to be too much, you pull back into that hermit mode. They do want you to try and put more effort, if possible, into some of the practices of self-care that you usually would do. They understand the lack of motivation, the fatigue that goes along with being in this type of circumstance. It is about to change for you. It is. And we will pull some cards to kind of get a good timing understanding of this, but it is about to change. Okay. And so, I don't need to pull, well, we might still pull some. We've got, swiftness, which is, let me see, let me try to get this. Swiftness, which is the Eight of Wands type of energy. And then you've got Father of Fire, which is the King of Wands. So it's almost as if this is going to be happening like very fast. This is very soon. This is swift movement and change. And so it feels like in this moment, it's legit taking forever. It feels forever. And I'm feeling some of you are getting really testy with the whole, it's soon. It's like almost like tired of hearing that shit, so to speak. Like, oh, it's just around the corner, soon. Because, my version, I'm going to tell you this, my version of fast and their version of fast sometimes is not the same. And so in this particular situation, it really definitely feels as though things are like, it's really fast. I want to say this is the timing card. This is like within eight days. Wands are the fastest of the suits. So wands are days. So that would be like within 8. So basically a week. Like within a week, shit's going to change. From when you watch this video. The Father of Fire really feels as though as being completely prepared and ready to action something. He can navigate the swiftness of the Eight of Wands. The Father of Fire really understands and takes the precise action that's needed with the swiftness and the passion and the decisiveness that it needs to happen. So you're prepared to act. You are. And that's kind of really what they want. That's their biggest concern, is being ready to act when it comes. So what they're telling you is, And it's almost as if you action it with fervor, is what they said. Fervor is the word that they're using. So it's you've been so ready, but maintaining this kind of energy, really self-care, being in the flow, being decisive, and knowing when to wield that sword and when not to, when to kind of, act versus react, how to deal with situations, choosing your words carefully. It kind of reminds me of a scenario where you just want to vomit words on somebody when they pull shit, is what I want to say. Throw shit your way. But it's really about, and again, you're standing your ground. You're standing in your truth. You're not going to let the situation derail you. So yes, you absolutely. Oh shit! What? I think that happened on purpose because the card that flew down there, you're really isolating a lot, or doing everything you can to kind of not engage, is what they're saying. Not engage as to not rock the boat, so to speak. That can be a very good strategic move. However, they do want you to take the card that flew is the Hierophant, and it's really staying true to what is good for you. Being in that flow, because there are going to be downloads that are going to be coming in when you do, you know what I'm saying? And while you're in this hermit mode, like when you take the isolation, I think you kind of understand what's coming around the bend. You have a good energetic understanding. Let's put it that way. You may not know all the specifics, but you know the process by which you can operate in to keep yourself in alignment. Okay, so you've got your own little way of doing things to stay connected spiritually. So that's where that traditional piece comes into. Ritual is something that's very prevalent in most religions, and what they believe and what they execute in order to exercise their belief. And so it's not about religion. This is just about you knowing and understanding what to do for yourself. Okay. And then they definitely want you to take more. Whoa, this energy is fast and I can't get the words out quick enough. And I feel like I am stuttering. And they just said, I think there's somebody out there watching this, that this type of anxiety has legit increased a stutter in you. And that might also be where you have to choose your words carefully, because you just can't seem to get out of you what it is that you're feeling, which may end up being a word vomit if you're not careful. Energetically spewing shit on somebody, which is not really what you need to do. Okay? Just bide your time is what they're saying, which is what you are trying to do. So they're definitely commending you for that. Okay. I feel like we're going to just... we're going to look at just a little bit at the change that can be anticipated. Your luck will soon change. The swiftness of this, I think the fact that we know this is going to be very quick from when you watch this video, that not beyond 10 days. I keep hearing not beyond 10 days. So even though this is at 8 days, it's like, sometimes energy can, but they're like, not beyond 10 days. Okay. Your luck, what change and how's it going to look because of the swiftness of this? I feel like that might be, I'm going to use the Lenormand Oracle by Alexander Muthruk. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. Okay, so we've got the Rider, in the book. So the book, the writer is like something incoming, whether it's a person or a message. Generally, it's a message, but it's also like a person coming in, bringing in almost like some unknown information. There's like some stuff that's not really known to you. So there's some delivery of something that's okay. That's super vague. Let's get some fucking more. More, please. It's the details on what this change entails. I keep hearing self-deprecating. Okay, so I always take, so the whip right here in the Lenormand often is, I think this is where what there seems to self-deprecating. I'm trying to figure out almost like I think this is the energy that the person is existing in, where people, I always take this, okay, holy crap, I apologize, everybody, so sorry for it's such a speed. So basically, the mice for me, and this is how I usually take it, some people talk about it going slow. Mice are quick as shit. I don't fucking know who thinks mice are slow. Also, mice, if you've ever had one come into your house and get to your frickin' ass cabinets, they will chew through every damn thing and not eat a solitary piece of food. Shit all over the place in your cabinet. It's like they like the plastic and the metals more than they do the actual food. Like, I don't get it. So they make a hot fucking mess. And it's like they away at something. They chip away, chip away, and they make a hot mess, and then make to the point where you don't want to touch something. So I think that this is the energy that's existing around you. And it's almost like there is like an energy. I'm busy. Like there's an energy of, sorry, my teenager decided to come to my door. He obviously has his AirPods in his ears and doesn't realize that I'm recording. Okay, so like I think it's like a piece of information that dismantles this. Does that make sense? It's almost like somebody coming in to reveal something about how something is harming, or this individual is creating havoc or harming something, creating this energy. I want some more. All right, this is somebody within the family. This feels very family oriented. So, somebody, it's something to do in regards to some kind of missing piece of information, or something gets revealed to you in regards to this person that's creating all of this, or groups of people, because mice can be a group of people as well, a group of energies that are creating kind of havoc. It's almost like how with self-deprecation we kind of make fun of ourselves. Well, with this particular one, it's almost like there's a lot of gossip. There's a lot of trying to devalue a person, and it's so whoever this is somebody within like a soul tribe type of situation, somebody close to you, somebody that it's going to shake up the foundations. I look at the tree as like your roots are digging into the ground. Somebody within your foundation, or that has been a part of your foundation, it actually kind of, I hear uproots. And so it almost dismantles this energy. A little more. We're going to use Kipper really quick. What is the... Okay, well, great fortune came out. So definitely some kind of change. Like, there's going to be a quick turnaround with this energy. Like, what is... Oh, great fortune and thief. So it's almost like... I feel like they're trying to keep me from getting too detailed. Like, whatever this scenario is, it's in like something that creates stability within your life, or a foundational something in your life. So this would be family, like with the child custody thing, or family members, creating issues for you somewhere in your life. Someone in the home environment, like I had mentioned. Work, that's your, like, a foundational stability foundation, something to that effect. And it goes deep, but some kind of information is actually going to be revealed about this thief, these thieves, or whatever is taking from you, this energy is taking from you. It's actually going to turn out into your favor. So whatever this does, it takes this scenario and literally completely turns it into your favor. All right, just one more time. Let's see if we can get any more information. I think that they just really, and it's, I think all these triggers are trying to tell you something. That's what your shadow is saying. You're feeling all of this information. Your shadow is going to show you how to get through this. And it's almost like your shadow is what picks up on. Your shadow aspect is what picks up on what's going on and kind of reveals, like helps you to see, helps to bring this in, helps you navigate the situation. But it's almost like, more information, please. Any more details about this that we can get, please? Anything to help them understand the change and the swiftness, how to deal with the swiftness of this change. Are you fucking kidding? Change. No shit. But in the Kipper deck, this is like major change. Like, they make it a point. Like, if you see change, it's like, this is major change. Like, life directional kind of change. The mature man is like, this is really about something that's been long standing within the life is going to change. Long standing. This is usually like wisdom. But this feels more like has been really well established within your life for a long time. So think of a scenario where it has been there for too long. It's worn out. It's welcome. You're in the midst of this situation, and you know things are about to change, and you're on the precipice of it. You can feel it, but you feel like you're going to break before it happens. And they're like, just hold on. It's so extremely fast. It's about to change, and it will be major, and it will be bringing great fortune to you, for like whatever you felt like was being taken from you. Like it's draining you is what this is. It's draining you. It's stealing your energy. It's stealing your vibration. It's stealing your motivation. That's about to change massively. And it is something that they're not wanting to tell. They're not wanting to. I think it's going to be different for each person, but there's something very hidden about this, and probably for a good reason. Even from you, so that things don't, you know what I mean? If you don't know it, you can't spoil it, and other people won't know it, and other people can't spoil it, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? You move in silence that way. So just hang on. Just hang on. Your shadow is helping you to get through this really well. Feel all of the triggers. Feel the help yourself to get into a place. Go into isolation if you must. And definitely do some self-care, but you're doing what you need to do right now. Sometimes moving in silence, and sometimes this sense of hiding, like is withdrawal, not engaging. It's not about handing your power away. You know, it's strategic. And I think that's there may be a feeling of that you are giving your power away, that you are conforming, and that someone else is oppressing you. And if you behave like this, that they're winning is what I'm hearing, and that's not the case. You're being very strategic. You're doing what you should do. It will change. Your shadow is guiding you through this. You're not wrong. All right. Hope this helped. If you like the video or if you like the information, definitely hit like. Check out the other videos within the aspects of yourself or the aspects of the self playlist. I hope you all have a fantastic evening.